And welcome in everyone here on Swansea Community Network. JJ Sylvia joined alongside myself by Tyler Clark. We have another installment of Joseph Case Boys Varsity Baseball here today on the campus of Joseph Case High School. It's your Cardinals coming in with a record of 7-3, playing host to the undefeated 9-0 Apponequet Lakers. And quite a bit of similarities, at least for me, because I've been calling South Coast Conference action pretty much since the fall, and I'm noticing a lot of familiar names both for Joseph Case and for Apponequet, which we'll discuss as we get through this one. But as we start looking into the start of this one, let's meet the starting pitcher. First, for Joseph Case, it'll be Reed Schneider. Schneider trying to propel Joseph Case to an upset victory in a season where they've had some great success, starting off at 7-3. And now I'm going to tag Tyler in here. Tyler, so glad you could join us here again. Another live, as far as I'm aware, broadcast for Swansea Community Network.
This is a second live baseball game that we've done. First baseball game I've actually ever done with you, so this is interesting for me. Case comes in. We've only seen them here at Swansea Community Network one time this year. They beat Fairhaven 4-3 in a game I did earlier on in the year, in which they were losing 3-0 going into the sixth inning, and then scored 4 runs in the sixth, ended up winning that game. Austin Silva was the pitcher in it. Reed Schneider, the son of Coach Dave Schneider, on the mound, right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. He's a junior. It's a very junior-heavy team, this Case lineup. But I'm intrigued how they're going to do. This is their toughest test, as Apponequet, as you said before, JJ, comes in 9-0 on the year. But I think we're going to be in for a very good afternoon of baseball. And I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an excellent one today. First batter that Reed Schneider will face is Garrett Butler. He's playing center field today for Apponequet. He steps into the left-hand batter's box, and we are ready to get going. We'll meet the defense behind Reed Schneider after this first at-bat. Schneider to home, and that is strike one. This Apponequet team, a undefeated record coming in, and I'm not going to lie, I was standing over by the dugout for the Lakers before this game started, and it doesn't seem there's much stress for them. That one out toward left center. Long run and a nice catch out in center field for Aiden Borges. That's out number one, and retired via the fly out to center is Butler.
Took a little tumble at the end. I think he already had it secured by the time he fell down, but that was a great effort from Borges. To piggyback what you said, JJ, no stress. I mean, why stress unless there's a need for it? So far, they haven't had a need for it this year if they haven't lost. But it's curious if Apponequet will let their guard down at all.
Schneider working from the spread. He fires, and it's a first pitch foul off for Devin Antonia as he steps in, the number 2 hitter in this Apponequet order. Antonia playing second base today for the Lakers.
Literally just got the roster seconds before the game started, so I'm still writing in the players as we go.
Schneider's got himself ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Antonia trying to keep the at-bat alive as he sways the orange bat over his right shoulder. Schneider fires, and it's up high.
That's a good visualization. Sways the orange bat over his right shoulder. I like it.
Schneider's had great command of the top of the zone thus far. He'll try again. That one just inside. Count back even this time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schneider takes a deep breath and fires. Right side, in between first and second into right field. It's a 1-out single for Devin Antonia. Not exactly the best contact for Antonia, but hey, it gets the job done, Tyler.
Yeah, Antonia got that right off the end of the bat. I mean, it goes in the book as a screaming line drive, but that was a pretty weak single. But, you know, it counts all the same towards the average. He was definitely behind on that one. You can see Schneider went back with a fastball.
And now the number 3 hitter and pitcher today for the Lakers stepping in. It's Ryan Levesque, and that name Levesque sounds familiar. Pretty sure he's a basketball player for the Lakers as well. Schneider will check down at first. Antonia's back. He only had about a 1-stride lead. Maybe just trying to keep him honest as he steps now into about 2.5 strides. Schneider looks back, and now he goes home. Outside. So Levesque's ahead early in this count. Another short lead for Antonia. Schneider able to get a low strike in. Looked like a changeup or curveball there to even up the count. Overcast skies here in Swansea today, but the temperature not too bad.
Pretty
Low
pleasant.
60s.
Yeah, it's pretty pleasant. Just, like I said, not much sun.
Schneider leaving another outside. Once more. Left side, that'll end up in foul territory near the batting cages and off the netting. Now we have another 2-strike count. Perhaps if I'm Schneider here, I'm trying to get the ball low, maybe get him off balance for a double play ground out
double
here.
play would be good in the inning. But with Levesque in the left-handed batter's box, could have some speed. Miss high. Now I'm curious if they're going to send this runner in motion at first with 1 away and a full count. It wouldn't surprise me if we see Antonia head for second.
Levesque eyeing that 281 short porch and right.
There he goes.
Runner going and eating it behind home plate.
Ball 4 anyway. That's a good way to get the...
Is Murphy. We head to a first and second situation. Antonia up to second and Levesque reaching via the base on balls. That's the first walk yielded by Reed Schneider. Joseph Case coaching staff making a quick defensive adjustment as Sean Lundrigan is the next to step in. Lundrigan at the catcher position today for the Lakers, and also, if I have a good recollection, a multi-sport athlete. I believe he plays football. Lundrigan to third. Nice snag, and they'll get Antonia on the base paths. Nice heads-up play there for Austin Silva. That is out number 2.
Good play by Silva. Just get the force out. Don't try to force a throw. Try your luck with the next hitter. Lundrigan, fielder's choice.
Lundrigan will reach on a fielder's choice. Levesque up to second base. And now Braden Bogdan to step in next. And again, I've been talking about this a lot already, Tyler, but I'm pretty sure I recognize that last name too. If I had to bet, pretty sure he played ice hockey this past winter for the Apponequet Old Colony Co-op. If my memory serves me best, I believe he was one of their top 3 defensemen. So, and that would make sense based on his size. You definitely want the bigger. I like to call him the pine trees on the back line in hockey, and Bogdan definitely fits that role. Looks like a pinch runner.
Yeah, that's what I tried to figure out before.
About to step in.
Number 5 out there. I don't have the Apponequet roster, the whole roster with me. I think because Levesque was the pitcher, that's why they're running for him at second. So it's like a designated runner. I mean, you have a lot of experience doing... Oh, I'm going to talk.
In between first and second into right field, they're going to send the runner to plate. He's caught in a rundown throw home. Got him. And Joseph Case gets out of it without yielding any runs. We'll call that
a heads-up play.
9-3-2 putout.
9-3-2.
To end the inning, and we'll head to the back half of this first inning. Bottom 1 when we return here in Swansea. We're tied at 0 with the Cardinals coming up to bat next.
No runs on a hit, and 2 left on. Wow. That's one way to get out of an inning. Not so often that you see in the book that you have a single, and then the last batter of the inning hits a single.
Oh, I need a chair, right? I'm gonna need a chair. We got directions, instructions. Nope.
See if I can get an Apponequet roster up here. We'll keep checking on the... Yeah, Max perhaps only has them as 5-0. There's no roster. I'm not sure who number 5 out there was. Well, if you're watching this game live, we appreciate your support of Swansea Community Network. This is the first year that we've been able to bring live baseball and softball and lacrosse games to you. We appreciate your support. Let me check at the viewer account right now, and it doesn't look like we have any at the moment other than me, but they'll trickle in. So, JJ, this is, I think you did a lacrosse game with me a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes, that was the only game I've done thus far this spring season. However, I was quite surprised with the entertaining nature of that game. And as I've said, no bias. I like the women's game more because of the specific nuances of the rules. But I feel like the same could be said for me between baseball and softball. I have a little bit of bias to softball as well. I like the way their rules run. I think I've talked about this in some of my collegiate games, but I don't know if I've done a high school. With softball, usually when you have a runner come in as a pinch runner or pinch hitter, whatever the case may be, they can always be swapped back out.
This is the same way they do here.
They do it in high school for that,
They
too?
can do it for high school,
Interesting, because I know at the collegiate level they don't do that for baseball, so it's good to see at least at the high school level there's an opportunity.
You should be able to do it for high school at least. Quickly go through the lineup for the Cardinals, 1 to 9. Leadoff hitter Aaron Sellers, followed by Jacob Weisberg, Aiden Borges, Devin Murphy, Reed Olmschneider, Lucas Bulio, Austin Silva, Bryce Harris, Gavin Sale. Number 20, Lucas Laflamme, playing the field only. He is not hitting. He will be playing first base. The Apponequet defensive side of things, pitcher Ryan Levesque, catcher Son Lundgren. As JJ, you said before, first base will be Braden Bogdan, second base Devin Antonia, shortstop Bryce Figueroa, third base Petey Kaniskis. I think that's how you say it.
That's a first pitch strike to Sellers.
Garrett Butler in center and Lucas Beauregard in right. Trevor Norton is the DH. Whoever's playing left field for them is not hitting. For the Lakers, at least.
And then Lundgren doing the catching, and he gets a nice frame right there for strike 2. That one was definitely below the knees, but the frame right there from Lundgren was what made it a strike for sure. 0-2 pitch about to come from the fast-working pitcher for Apponequet, and that one will be low.
Levesque, a right-handed pitcher, but a left-handed batter.
I've seen that happen before, I will tell you. I've seen actually it flipped. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. You'll see those different things from time to time.
It's a tough play.
3-bounce chopper to short, and the throw across. An absolute beauty of a throw there by Bryce Figueroa. So retired as Sellers via the 6-3 putout. Jacob Weisberg, the next to step in, the Case shortstop. First pitch to Weisberg is inside. Ball one, that one getting past the catcher in Lundgren. Quite a heater there.
Oh, he throws
From
hard.
back.
Weisberg, another one that we said before, right-handed thrower because he plays shortstop and a left-handed batter. Very junior-heavy lineup for the Cardinals. Weisberg, one of the juniors. Ellers was a sophomore.
Weisberg ahead. He waits on another half swing there, and I'm sure he'd want that one back. It was a bit up high, and that's a strike. Levesque working quickly. He fires. This time, able to lay it off after the appeal down is Weisberg. A 3-1 count as he looks to become Case's first base runner after we saw 3 different on the base paths for the Lakers. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. Weisberg definitely late on that one. I think he was guessing off speed and got the heat.
Yeah, I mean, you would think you'd go heat on 3-1 anyway. Aiden Borges waits on deck.
Borges, who had that solid catch out in center field in the first. Pitch to Levesque. Levesque watches it go out toward left.
Well, that's dangerous.
Is dropping
Base
for
hit.
a base hit. Weisberg able to get on via the single.
Heck of an effort by number 4 out there in left field for Apponequet.
Just a tough go.
He laid out for that one and just off his glove. That goes in as a single. Second inning in a row, we've seen a weak single. But, you know, it counts all the same in the book.
Now Aiden Borges will get his first crack at the dish here in this one. That's an easy first pitch strike for Levesque. Levesque checks on Weisberg over at first. Now he focuses home. That one, another half swing. This time by Borges. It's off to the right and out of play.
You weren't here for it. The last game we did, there was a foul ball that hit a car in motion over there. Driving by, just right off the car. Car stopped in the road. People went over to check on it. You're in a danger zone there, unfortunately.
Hey, not to be barbaric, but that sounds like bonus points to me. Yeah. All right, Borges, runner on, waits on another from Levesque. That one is in the dirt. Levesque slowing his pace down, playing some mind games with Weisberg over at first. He comes home. That's low. And a great display of plate vision there by Aiden Borges. That's a borderline pitch, to say the very least.
It was low, though.
Big lead for Weisberg. And Levesque knows it. He double takes, make it a triple.
Triple takes.
And now home in the dirt. And I'm not going to lie, I think Weisberg might be winning the mind games at this particular moment. That's a couple of pitches that got away from Levesque after he's had some pristine control.
And I'm curious if this happened last inning with Apponequet on. If it was a full count, the runner on first with one out, if they send Weisberg in motion here or not. Yeah, there he goes.
There goes Weisberg. It's strike three. Weisberg is out.
Oh.
It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play, and the inning is over. What an effort for the pitcher and defense for Apponequet. We'll go to the second inning. Still scoreless here in Swansea.
Case picks up a run. Not a run, a hit. But yeah, strike him out, throw him out, double play. That was Levesque's first strikeout. Let me see my book, excuse me. Lakers coming in with a 9-0 record. Case comes in with a 7-3 record. Apponequet comes in with victories over Bishop Stang, Old Rochester, your Somerset Berkeley Raiders, JJ. The Dartmouth Indians, the Bedford Vogue Bears, Bourne, West Bridgewater, Dighton, Rehoboth, and then Somerset Berkeley a second time, actually, Apponequet has beaten this year. Case comes in with the victories over Bristol Plymouth, Fairhaven, Bristol Plymouth again, Seekonk, Vogue, Bourne, and West Bridgewater. Losses to Dighton, Rehoboth, Dartmouth, and Seekonk. That includes the game last Monday. This past Monday, they lost to Seekonk here 1-0 in a very, very quick and well-played game, 1-0 loss. The Cardinals, I think, I'm not going to say they've surpassed expectations this year, but coming into the 7-3 record has surprised me. I'm not familiar with Apponequet in the last few years, how they've been. Believe it or not, all the games that we broadcast at Swansea Community Network, as many as we can, we have barely brought any Apponequet games. We just never seem to play them when it's game time. We don't really look at who the opponent is. We just see who's available for the scheduling and the filming when it comes with it.
Oh, no, for sure. But I will tell you, at least in my limited experience over the last few years working in South Coast Conference athletics, I would have to say that this has really been a period of being on the rise for Apponequet athletics. You talk about the women's basketball squad just this past winter making a deep run in the state tournament. You have the ice hockey team, which, despite having a below 500 record, pulled off some big upsets at the end of the season to pretty much make it a good idea to look forward for that hockey program. Obviously, boys basketball always competitive. Football was able to beat Somerset Berkeley as well this year. So a lot of positives for this Apponequet Laker athletic program, and some more positives here as Bryce Figueroa will step in.
Apponequet is usually a pretty good team overall, pretty much in every sport. At least they were when I was here too. They have one of those schools that they're regional schools, and they get to pull from multiple towns. They pull from Lakeville and Freetown, both.
Figueroa buckled at the knees by that first off speeder from Schneider. He looks to work himself well ahead. And he will. Back-to-back off speeders.
That had some movement on it.
Figueroa is lost in space right now. He's going to have to pull himself out of it, and fast. Big deep breath from Schneider. Here it comes. Pretty much the same spot. Figueroa fought it off that time.
Yeah, but that wasn't an off-speed. He went with the fastball there.
I like the approach, though, from Schneider. You definitely want to mix up the speeds. That's how you get hitters off balance. We saw it from Ryan Levesque in the first inning.
Yeah.
God forbid.
I did promise we'd meet the defense behind Schneider, so we will do that. After this at bat, Schneider leaving that one up high.
Two-strike approach there. Two-strike approach.
Reed looking to keep the line moving.
Hey,
1-2.
Ooh, that one got away.
Looks like an off-speeder got away
Yeah,
from
he went
Schneider there.
off-speed, but it didn't have a good grip on that.
Didn't get the snap that he wanted. Pitch to Figueroa. Up high, and
tried off speed again.
Once an 0-2 count is now a full 3-2 count. An excellent battle back here in his first at bat of this game by Bryce Figueroa.
Yeah, another one. We said before, a left-handed hitter, but he throws righty, shortstop.
Schneider leaves it up high.
Second walk for Schneider.
4 straight walks, and as Tyler just said, that's 2 now that Schneider has yielded, and Figueroa on as the leadoff man. Trevor Norton, the designated hitter, next to join us. And I actually have to shout out Trevor. He was the one whose attention I got in the dugout before this one to get my hands on the Apponequet starting 9 so that we could have it before the start of our broadcast. So much thanks to Trevor for that. Schneider checking over at first on Figueroa. He's back.
We don't have to go get the other lineup, but it's usually makes for a better broadcast when you can say the names of the other players. Plus, you talk to the parents, and sometimes they want to check in if their hometown doesn't actually air any of the games. Did that a couple of years ago against Norton when Case played them. The parents of Norton, I believe, tuned into the game after the fact. They don't air the games in the hometown. Olmstein's a little wild here.
Schneider starting to lose his focus and precision. Hopefully he can pull himself out of it.
So they had 2 hits in the first inning.
Figueroa thought he was going to go, then slammed on the brakes. That's another ball from Schneider.
3-0.
Let's see if Trevor Norton gets the green light.
There goes the runner,
and Norton to third off the glove of Austin Silva. Everyone's going to be safe. That's most likely going to be an infield single. That is pretty much one of the tougher plays you can make over at the hot corner. A scorching liner.
Really unfortunate. If he caught that, that was a double play. Because that runner was off the second.
Guns a-blazing to second base.
No! Get on second, but 1! Get in it.
2 runners on, and here comes Lucas Beauregard playing right field here for the Lakers today.
Step off. Get up!
That's really unfortunate that went off of Silva's glove there. Oh man, that would have been a double play and a 2 out, 2 away, but instead we have first and second with no outs.
Schneider still struggling to find the zone.
Yeah, that was Norton swinging 3-0 last time out. Apponequet is definitely going to have a green light if they see anything good. Case playing the corners in, expecting a potential bunt. Way ahead of it. Although I have not seen Beauregard square yet.
Okay. I change it now.
Beauregard watches that one go foul. Runners will stay where they are. It's still first and second.
We have, looks like LaFlamme on the grass. Silva's on the fringes of the infield. Weisberg and Sale at double play depth at short and second. Yeah, not even holding their runner at first. Weisberg's around at second. Oh, what a pitch there.
Yeah, good off speeder to get Beauregard off balance. Now 2 strike count for Schneider. Both runners with solid leads, but as Tyler mentioned, the defenders really focused on keeping the ball in front of them right now.
LaFlamme not playing it anymore. He's back at the usual depth, but still not holding that runner at first. Oh, they got him.
Another one.
They got him.
A run down. Figueroa in a pickle, and he is out.
Oh, what a pickoff from...
Second time Joseph Case has done that. First one was against Antonia. Now Figueroa nabbed on the base paths. However, that does allow Trevor Norton to move up to second base. So we'll continue in this battle between Lucas Beauregard and Reed Olmschneider.
Olmschneider, that was a fantastic pickup. They got him absolutely leaning Figueroa out there. And they got the rundown to finish the job. I mean, Norton did advance to second, but they got the out.
Reed to home.
Boy, Case picking up pretty unorthodox outs so far. We have a 9-3-2 put out in the first. I have that as I think that goes down as a 1-6-5 maybe. Just a bit pick off, I guess.
Olmschneider fires. Waiting on an off-speeder and drilling it to center is Beauregard. Settling under it and making the catch is Borges. That's a big first out, or sorry, second out, I should say, for Reed Olmschneider.
Number 9 hitter.
But in a way, that is Olmschneider's first created out because he was able to force the fly out. The other one was done by his defense. So
in the inning, it was, yes.
Either way, either way, they're watching. They know what I mean.
He's gotten 2 flyouts, and then everything else has been a little unusual. That off-speed pitch has to come down.
Petey Kanakis will take ball 1. The 9-hole hitter in this order, playing the hot corner at third base for Apponequet today.
Boy, what a name for a baseball player, Petey Kanakis.
That just sounds like something from like a 1950s baseball movie. Kanakis, right center field gap, all the way back and unable to get it is Borges. It's nearly to the wall. That's going to drive in Norton. Kanakis is into second base. Give him a 2-out RBI double.
Your number 9 hitter hitting gap doubles. That's a pretty good lineup. Borges kept drifting and drifting and drifting. I thought he was going to track it down, but just over his head. And back to Garrett Butler at the top of the order.
We rotate back indeed. Butler 0 for 1. He flew out to center back in the first. But now working with a runner in scoring position at second base in Kanakis. Olmschneider will check on him. He's back. But right now, if I'm Reed, I'm focusing on out number 3. Here it comes, up high.
Good job. You gotta finish. Pick up your hat, right? Put your hat on the ground. Pick it up. Come on, buddy. 2 outs, Petey. 2 outs. Hey, Rick.
Butler trying to prolong this inning and perhaps continue to pile on runs for the Lakers, who have that 1-0 advantage off the RBI double from Kanakis. Olmschneider going off speed. That's outside.
Know what you're looking for in the count. Know what you're looking for. 2 outs. All right, come on, 1-4.
The signal most likely scores Kanakis at second.
Center field.
Might get out of it here.
Borges, this time will seal it. Back-to-back flyouts to 8 for Garrett Butler, and this inning finally coming, or half inning I should say, finally coming to a close. We will head to bottom 2 with the Cardinals looking to respond offensively.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on so far. Apponequet's left 3 men on. They had a guy throwing out the plate last inning too.
Come on, Dad. Get us a start. Let's go.
Well, Cardinals did pick up a hit in the first inning, but they still ended up going, facing the minimum number because Weisberg was caught stealing on the Borges strikeout.
Indeed, so had it not been for some of the great efforts from the Case defenders, we would see this game probably be a few more runs in favor of the visiting Lakers right now.
Yeah,
so
I mean, the Case is fortunate that it's only 1-0 if I'm going to
I would definitely agree. But as this game paces on, the question is going to become, can Olmschneider pull himself out of the struggle that he saw last inning and start to continue matching that Ryan Levesque pace, which Levesque has been lights out after that first inning performance that he had. 1, 2, 3 to get out of that one, including a double play, strikeout, throwout.
You don't see a strikeout looking double play, strike him out, throw him out, strikeout looking very often. It's usually a strikeout swinging, but they caught Borges off guard with that pitch and they got out of it. I mean, what I've seen so far, there's a reason why this Apponequet team is 9-0. This is a good baseball team I'm seeing from top to bottom for the Lakers. But Case has a chance to respond there, coming in 7-3. Got a shoot down to second.
We'll meet the defense behind Ryan Levesque. Bogdan at first, Antonia at second, Figueroa at short, Kanakis at third. Butler and Beauregard also out there in the outfield. We're still not able to get the name of the left fielder for Apponequet.
He's number 4. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have some random Laker parent come up and tell us who it is.
Heck of an effort. I can see if I can find out in between. I don't have a roster for them. I know what you know.
Devin Murphy steps in. The 4-hitter and the leadoff man here in bottom 2 for the Cardinals. Pitch from Levesque is inside.
It hit him.
But it hit him.
Hit him.
So the first free pass yielded by Levesque, and it's via the hit by pitch. Murphy's on as the leadoff man. So both half innings here in the second have yielded us a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, I mean, very similar trajectory for both teams. The leadoff hitter was retired, followed by a single. Nothing happened in the first inning for Case or Apponequet ended up. And then here, we have the lead runner on, followed by another hitter after that. Schneider, the pitcher, can help himself out. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher.
Lucas Fabiano stepping in to pinch run here for Devin Murphy as Schneider will sky that one foul.
Good catch.
Off to the right.
Yeah, usually the softball would do it with Olivia Williams when she's running.
You actually taught me something new, because I didn't know that you could sub in and then sub right back out.
Yeah, you can.
At high school baseball.
Got a courtesy runner. They mostly do it for, I think the exceptions are for pitchers and catchers, I think only. Just so they can go get the gear on. I don't know if there's a limit to the number of times you can do it per game. I don't actually know that, but again, this is the only, it's the second baseball game I've seen this year. We've already done more games for Swansea Community Network this spring than we did all of last spring combined. Just because of, remember last spring it just rained every.
Oh my goodness!
It just
yes.
so much rain, and not
One
only
of the more rainier springs I've seen.
When it wasn't raining, the field was drenched from when it previously rained, and so many games got rescheduled and pushed out, and they played games on Sundays and Saturday mornings and everything.
Schneider fouling that one. Looks like it went off either the umpire or Lundrigan.
I think that was off Lundrigan's.
Sounded like it hit a mask. So.
Yeah, I think it was the top of his mask. That's why they wear the gear back there. I used to umpire games, and if you get hit with that ball, that does not feel good. I can tell you that right now. That is a very hard circular object.
Levesque checking on Fabiano. He's back with a slide.
Good pickoff move.
9-0 Lakers versus 7-3 Cardinals. It's 1-0 Apponequet. Levesque looking to keep it that way. And time called.
Yeah, game going probably pretty quickly.
By Schneider.
Or at the bottom of the second inning.
And remind me, Tyler, we do play 7 at the high school level, correct?
7 innings.
All righty.
Mercy Rule is up by 10 after 5.
Hey, kid. Hey, now.
Levesque sends it to home, and Schneider sends it out to right. Backtracking is Beauregard. He's got it. And that is out number 1. Schneider retired via the flyout to right. Lucas Boya, the next one to step in.
The only senior in the starting lineup.
Hey, good swing. Hey, got one. Hey, good swing.
This Joseph Case offense has had their sparks of great success.
Yeah,
but the last game that they had that we broadcasted, Tyler, you told me it was a very unconventional way in which they scored.
Very, very odd. They were trailing 3-0 going. I have the scorebook here, so they were trailing 3-0 going into the 6th inning. And I will let you know the sequence of the inning. They had a leadoff walk, followed by a single, another walk for the bases loaded, and then very heavy to pitching change with. They got a fly out, and the pitching change of Devin Murphy hitting, who looked at a first pitch ball, and then the pitcher, this poor kid, comes in and throws 3 consecutive wild pitches. 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs, come home. Oh, that almost got him there. That was close. And they end up going ahead in the inning on an RBI ground out, won the game 4-3. A tiptoe catch at first from Schneider on the put out from short from Weisberg. That's the only other game we've seen, at least I've seen them play this year.
Another big lead for Fabiano. The pitch right down Broadway to Bullia. Nice battle back pitch there for Levesque. His heater has been on point thus
hard.
far in this one.
This is. My claim to fame in my baseball career is I ended up when I was, I think, 15. 15 or 16, it was one of those. I ended up facing a pitcher from Somerset who ended up playing in the minors.
Yeah, we definitely do have a reputation for that. It dates all the way back to Greg Gogney and Jerry Remy in Somerset.
Dan Langfield, I think his name was. Something Langfield. He was one of those they can say you're up there at the plate and the ball goes whoosh by you and you're like, oh my goodness, okay.
Oh, I've definitely seen a couple of those for sure.
Just singing by and you're like, all right, let's breathe for a second. I proudly struck out, if you're wondering. Proudly.
Fabiano continuing to show the large leads. He won't go, and fouling it off once more is Lucas Bullia. That's one thing I will give the Cardinals credit for, especially here in the bottom of the second. They're doing a good job of defensive swinging, not allowing Levesque to get those easy swings and misses.
Yeah, that was an off-speed pitch, and Bullia just fought it off, stayed alive. Get something better next time.
Fabiano adds a step to his lead. Levesque fires.
Ooh.
Right side. Caught. And the inning comes to an end. Bullia retired.
What was the second out?
We had, or that should have been the second out, am I wrong? Unless I'm
Did I miss
missing something. I think, I don't know.
What in the world? Did we?
I don't think we missed anything. Murphy hit by pitch. He was up to, he was subbed out. Schneider fly out, and then Bullia pop out. Yeah, that. I'm going to have to watch that back. This is one of those moments where I probably just completely have brain fog, but.
I think that might have been a double play, actually.
Oh, maybe that is what it was. Yeah, he might have caught it and then tagged him. That's what it was. So it's a pop out and then the double play because they tagged Murphy's pinch runner and Fabiano on the base paths. That's what it was.
Let me check with Dave about. Let me check with Adam about the bear back.
Had to have been what it was.
It had to have been what it was. All right, let me go get confirmation. I'll be right back.
Nonetheless, returning to the mound is Reed Schneider. His bat's unable to draw this game back even, so he'll look to limit the damage and keep this game within striking distance for the hometown Cardinals.
Okay, thank you. Double play, yeah.
And we were right, it was a double play. Tyler Clark just confirming that. I thought that's what it was because I saw Fabiano going to second base.
The runner was off for. The runner was off for second.
3-4.
So Bullia popped out to second, and that runner was off. So Antania actually just caught it and then ran over and touched first himself. So that was the end of the inning. That's what confused me, too.
Indeed.
It wasn't just you. It was me, too, because we're both staring at each other like, what in the heck just happened? That's what just happened.
Devin Antonia stepping in as the leadoff man for Apponequet. He singled and was nabbed on the base paths his last time around. And he's ahead 2-0 in the count against Schneider, who's thrown back-to-back balls. Pitch from Reed. That's a strike on a heater.
Yeah, Antonia was the runner that was heading to third when Silva just stabbed it and just tagged him out. Just good heads-up base running from Silva.
Antonia foul tips that one.
All right, top of two now. Go to front.
And an excellent battle back from Schneider. The count's even.
2-2.
Schneider slows it down a bit. He'll head home with it.
A little outside, it said.
Couldn't find the zone there. Count full.
Big league kick. That's a better one.
Antonia nearly worked the count full his last time at bat, so I'm not shocked he's done it here. 3-2 pitch. Up high.
It's the third walk from Umschneider.
3 now for the righty. And the second straight leadoff walk that he has allowed. Back-to-back innings.
Speaking of walks, that's what Levesque did in the first, and then was actually thrown out at home off the single from Bogdan. The ever so common 9-3-2 put out. Look, showing bunt actually. That's surprising for a 3-hitter.
Perhaps Apponequet trying to go with a bit of small ball. Ryan Levesque in the batter's box, looking to help his own cause on the mound. Pitch to him is outside. A 1-1 count. Umschneider trying to drop a curve, and it got past Murphy. He'll have to corral it as heading up to second base. Here's Antonia.
Be 2-1. Yeah, I mean, that one definitely snapped, but that landed in front of the plate. That's what that kid from Fairhaven did. Pretty much 3 pitches just like that all went by the catcher.
Umschneider with the right hand again. It's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike for Ryan Levesque to work with at the plate. He's got a runner in scoring position. Devin Antonia's ready to go on contact. Reed with the right hand. Left center. Solid contact, but moving over is Sellers. He will make the catch. Antonia will head back to second. Fly out to left, retires Ryan Levesque, who starts off 0 for 1, walk and a fly out. And now Sean Lundgren to step in. Lundgren reached on a fielder's choice his last time up, but was eventually part of that 9-3-2 double play that ended the frame.
Yeah, he hit it. He swung, he hit it right to Silva. Good contact, but just on the ground, and time called.
Time called here as Devin Murphy's going to go have a quick chit-chat with Reed Umschneider. And quick indeed it was.
Yeah, didn't have much to say. No strikeouts yet for Apponequet. They're putting the ball in play when they're up at bat.
Yeah, only the 1 strikeout, and it belongs to Ryan Levesque. Coming all the way back in the first inning. To short. Weisberg across for the out.
Good shoot from Weisberg there. Take your time, throw him out.
6-3 putout retires Lundgren. Staying at second is Devin Antonia. Now 2 down for Braden Bogdan to step in. Bogdan basically got punched in the gut last time up. Brought the inning to an end due to a 9-3-2 putout that we were just talking about.
I mean, he got the hit. And like I said, you don't see that too often.
That's why I say it's a punch in the gut. He got the hit out of it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter when it caused a double play to occur.
Good for your average.
Or sorry, not a double play, a throw out.
Throw out, yeah. Yeah, Levesque, they sent him, but I forget if he hesitated. I think the third base coach ended up taking responsibility for it.
Pitch to Bogdan, a slow off-speeder that Umschneider drops in.
Slow is one way to put it. Wow, that was like an ephus coming in. That one was definitely off-speed.
Umschneider eyes the runner and fires.
Oh, got him off
swing. Bogdan not happy with himself for that one. Weisberg,
good
as
pitch.
The catch came out of his glove during the transition, so it's still called out. A pop-out to short retires Braden Bogdan. Let's go to the bottom.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Well, that was a fantastic pitch from got Bogdan completely off stride on that, and he knew it too. Wow, Case has only held this Apponequet offense to 1 run through 3 innings. JD, that's quite a feat right there. And I'm going to go through the stats for Apponequet because, I mean, they're not only just beating teams, they are handily winning these baseball games, excuse me. Go through the wins that they've had this year. I'll just do this quickly in between the innings. I pull this up in the Reliable Sports Sports Illustrated website. They beat Bishop Stang 3-2 in the first game. All right. Listen to this. 15-0, 9-5, 7-3, 7-0, 10-0, 7-2, 9-3, 9-0. This is a team that's plating runs.
So they're basically averaging about 6.5 runs a game from what I'm looking at here.
I mean, I can do some quick math if we'd like. Let's see.
I'm the math teacher, so if I'm wrong,
18,
that's going to make me look real bad.
That's 27, 34, 41, 51, 58. I'm doing math on Swansea Community Network. 58 plus 9 is 67. She's 67. Plus 9 is 76. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be. So then 76. What's 76 divided by 9?
Sounds pretty close to what I was guessing.
It's a little over, actually, a little over 8 runs a game.
That's insane.
It's 8 point something, like almost 8.4 maybe a game. That is a deep team that these Lakers have.
Well, now Austin Silva steps in. Case is yet to bat through their lineup yet, and Silva will take strike one.
They face the minimum amount of hitters they've actually had the last 2 innings end on double plays. So this is only the 7, 8, 9 due up.
Levesque trying to sneak a fastball in low. He can't.
Come on, boys.
About 5, let's go, kid. Let's go, Austin. Let's go.
Bottom of the third already.
Good eye from Silva. He's ahead 2-1 in the count. Calling time there is Austin Silva. He'll step back in and look to get on with the bases empty. That would be the second straight leadoff base runner if he can. Made solid contact, but just a bit under.
Oh, that was a thud.
Well, I hope that wasn't my car.
Which one's your car?
I have the white over there, but there's a couple white ones.
Okay, yeah, I parked in the other lot. It's up. Ooh.
That one out of the zone.
Silva was the pitcher in the last game we did here against
Full count.
Fairhaven. They're going to send half the team out to get that ball. Looks like, my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys to get that ball. Oh, nice hit.
A weird carom from the infield dirt and legging out the single will be Austin Silva. A great effort by Bogdan, but I think that the dirt was the one that plagued him there.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of careened off with it. That's, like you said, a heck of an effort from Bogdan. Case picks up their second hit, though.
Second hit indeed, and the second straight leadoff base runner for the Cardinals. And now, here comes Bryce Harris.
Harris not playing the field, just hitting.
Listed as the designated hitter today for Case. Pitch to him.
Oh, that was some gas on that. My word, that was fast.
I wonder if we have a speedometer over there for how fast Levesque is throwing. My guess is going to be he's in the upper 70s at least.
Most likely. Yeah,
That's a strike. Check down to first. Safe. And just barely.
Time he just called. I think he had dirt in his eyes. On the dive back.
Hey, be smart. Come on now.
Gavin Sale waits on deck.
Hey, Bryce. Go, Bryce.
Right now it's about Harris versus Levesque. 2-strike pitch about to come from the Apponequet right-hander.
Come on, Bryce.
Swing and a miss. Making 2 strikeouts now for Ryan Levesque. Both of them forward Ks.
Now batting, number 3.
That was some major gas. That pitch. Evan Sale, the 9-hitter.
Sale playing at second base.
Have we
Today
said before,
for the Cardinals.
a left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. You see it.
Gavin will call time here. Cardinals have done that a couple of times to try and throw off the rhythm of Levesque. Solid lead off of first for Silva. Pitch from Levesque is another blistering fastball in for a strike. Levesque not wasting too much time. He's ready to go again. That one to third. Throw to second. They'll get the out there.
I'm going to go, yeah, don't risk it. Still, that was snow coned. So that out is made and Sale reaches on the fielder's choice.
5-4 put out there. Fielder's choice reaching for Gavin Sale, and Austin Silva's out on the base paths. So Sale's at first. With 2 down, we're back to the top of the case order. It's Aaron Sellers, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out 6-3 his last time up, back in the first.
I'm going to the house.
And ironically enough, as that's ball 1, Tyler, this is the first time in this game that Case has been able to plate more than 3 batters in an inning.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless Sale gets picked off at first, they're finally going to have their second trip through the order. I mean, it's not like they haven't gone 1, 2, 3 in the inning. They just had double plays that thwarted them.
1-1 the count. 2 Sellers. Levesque checking on Sale. He comes home. Sellers chops at third base side. He's going to try and leg it down the line. He cannot. A blistering throw across the diamond.
Bogdan's got
by
a lot
Kanakis.
Bogdan's got a lot of height, which really helps.
5-3 put out.
The Case picks up their second hit, though.
4th inning as we pace along.
They stranded their first base runner of the game. All right.
Apponequet will have
6, 7, 8, it looks like.
6, 7, and 8
I'll be right back.
as their first 3 batters here. Seems like Reed Schneider is going to remain for the Cardinals. Tyler Clark and I will be right back here on Swansea Community Network. Back here in Swansea, JJ Sylvia, Tyler Clark along with you as we head into the 4th inning. We're about halfway through this one. Reed Schneider back on the bump. It is still a 1-0 Apponequet lead.
Yeah, the Lakers have gotten a lot of base runners in the game, but they've only got 1 run, which is a little surprising. They have 4 hits and Homestead is giving up 3 walks.
Bryce Figueroa the first to step in, and that one
Not even.
really got away from Schneider there. He was grimacing a little bit after that one. Might have tweaked something in his arm after that throw.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially the throw on the off speed. That's a good pitch there.
Evens the count at 1-1 between him and Figueroa.
Figueroa walked in the second. Ended up getting picked off, actually, for the first out of the inning after walking. Made it to second base.
Schneider leaving another one out of the zone. He falls back behind. It's 2-1. Base is empty here. Bryce Figueroa trying to be yet another leadoff base runner for the Lakers. That one up over our heads and out of play.
I'll go send the fan after that. He looks like he's ready to go in his uniform for a Little League game tonight.
2-2 count. Schneider fires. Got him. Called. Strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Reed Schneider.
He got him. He fooled him too. Figueroa knew it right away. Trevor Norton, he singled. He's the only run scored for either team so far. That was back in the second.
Indeed, Norton looking to make it a 2-for-2 start.
And he does.
He will do just that, a blistering liner that's going to go all the way to the 320 sign. He's going to look to leg it to second. He thought twice.
Well, that was
scamper back. A loud one-out single for Trevor Norton.
Got that in real quick out there. That was a great play from. That is a very long single from Norton. Well, that's their 5th hit.
Left side. Jacob, you.
Lucas Beauregard back in. He flew out to center field in his last plate appearance. Beauregard thought about it but let it go. Nonetheless, it's a strike on the off speed from Olmschneider. He fires once more. That one nearly got the feet of Beauregard. Makes it an even 1-1 count.
Hey, 1-4.
Beauregard.
That's low.
Good eye again.
That's okay.
Now 2-1.
I'd rather you be there than up.
An absolute grudge match here between your Cardinals and the Apponequet Lakers. A 1-0 lead for the visiting squad as another ball left up high by Reed Olmschneider. He's got to be very careful here. He's behind 3-1.
Good double play ball.
Towards Sale.
Nope.
He thought about the double play, but he'll get the out.
Good move from Sale.
First.
Don't throw behind your body and risk it. Just take the sure out at first.
4-3 put out. Retires Beauregard. Trevor Norton up to second base. And here comes Petey Kanakis, the pretty much hero of this game thus far for the Lakers. That big
RBI double.
Yeah, indeed.
We were admiring his name, and as we're in the middle of discussing it, now it's an appropriate baseball name. Even gets a gap double. We were saying before, because he got a hit to interrupt us. He got a hit with that one, actually.
Indeed he was. He'll reach. That's the first batter that Olmschneider has hit, but it is free pass number 1, 2, and 3, 4. So this is the 4th free pass he's allowed.
Does a hit by pitch count as a walk?
I call it a free pass. So a hit by pitch and a walk both count as a free pass. That's the way I say it.
Yeah, it works.
But
that doesn't count as an at-bat, just the plate appearance.
I've never been much for the nuances, but nonetheless.
I was saying before, Petey Kanakis, it's like a quintessential dead ball era second baseman for the Pirates name. That's a great baseball player, Dave, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a guy that played in the era of Ty Cobb.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All those guys.
100%. And it's Garrett Butler. He's flown out to Aiden Borges in center field twice in this one. Ooh.
Butler has yet to see his first pitch as Olmschneider's concerned about the runners on base at the moment. He's got to refocus back to home. He fires to the leadoff hitter for Apponequet. Back up the middle.
Over his head.
Sale on the bounce. It's into center field. Norton's going to come across home plate once more as another miscue in the outfield is going to allow a second runner to move up. And now we've got a real pickle situation.
They got a log jam
here.
out there.
Runner caught between second and third with another runner heading toward home. Now they're watching him. The throw. He's going to come in safely and to third safely as well. Is Butler. Talk about finding a way to get out of a pickle there for the Lakers.
Wow, that was, I don't know what in the world just happened there.
That's a single for Butler, but he's all the way up to third after all of that. Scoring is both Norton and Kanakis. It is 3-0, Apponequet.
That was a major base running miscue from Apponequet. They had runners almost standing on top of each other, and they still somehow found a way to get out of it without either of them being called out.
That one back to Sale. Another weird hop on the infield dirt. And reaching is Antonio. That's his third time getting on base here in this one. We'll call that an E4.
Yeah, even with the bounce, you should have had that.
Coming in to score is Butler. Make it 4-0 and give Antonio the RBI. And now we're back with Ryan Levesque. He takes ball 1. There goes Antonia to second. He's in there with ease.
One ball, guys. All right, get him in 6, right? Get him in, bud.
And now the Lakers really starting to put on full display why they possess that 9-0 record. Really outwilling the Cardinals here in the top of the 4th. Levesque right back to Sale. This time he's got it. He'll throw on and get that 3rd out at last. 4-3 put out retires Levesque. Case batters coming back up. They're down 4-0 and need a response.
Let's see, they got 3 runs. I gotta figure out the hits. They got 2 hits in the inning.
Lexi leading off.
And 1 left on. So some quick stats for Apponequet. That's 4 runs. They've got 6 hits, I believe. They've actually left 5 runners on. Yeah, I don't think we need to break down the sequence of what happened. Butler had that single that kind of poked his way through. Norton was going to score anyway on that. And then Kanakis and Butler ended up almost on top of each other on the base path. I don't quite know what Apponequet was doing, but it somehow worked out for them, and they ended up getting another run out of it from Antonia.
Go.
As we go into the bottom of the 4th, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the Joseph Case order. To step in, Jacob Weisberg will get us started against the still remaining Ryan Levesque. Both these pitchers, only a few strikeouts. Levesque with 2, Reed Umschneider with 1. So it's all about the defenses today. And a lot of times Apponequet's defense has stood tall to prevent Joseph Case from getting any runs on the board when they've had their fair share. A couple of different instances with runners in scoring position.
Case has had 2 hits. I don't know if they've actually hit anyone on second yet. They almost.
I believe there was a couple that got up to second base on. No, you're right. Not a single one got into scoring position.
You would think that think they would have, but they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Weisberg got nabbed at second, and so did Silva. So yeah, they haven't even been in scoring position yet.
I can see why you would think it, for sure. So Weisberg had that single off the end of the bat. Oh, no, sorry, he hit it to left, which was also not a very well-hit ball, but it was out the left fielder's outstretched diving glove, and he was caught stealing to end the 1st.
Ball 1 to Weisberg. And we saw Umschneider slow his pace a bit in the last half inning. Now Ryan Levesque doing more of the same. He fires again. That one slapped off to the left and out of play.
Oh, that almost hit that car that was driving down School Street. That would have been a surprise. Missed it by a few feet, but
would have been deja vu from the last broadcast.
The last one was over by the other, down that causeway in between the field and the parking lot. That's where the other one was.
That one up high. It'll be 2-1 to Weisberg.
I mean, there is a sign that says "Watch your batted balls." I think it's March 1st to August 30th to really cover themselves in terms of distance. Oh, that might drop.
Left field.
Oh, right to him.
Catch made. A line out. To left retires Weisberg. Aiden Borges next to join us.
Next up, number 2, Aiden Borges.
Borges struck out as part of a double play to end the bottom of the 1st, and this time around he will redeem himself. It's a base hit to center field with 1 out, and Borges able to redeem just a bit. Devin Murphy next up.
He got hit, just scraped on his uniform. Still counts.
An excellent hit indeed, taking it right where it was pitched, right back up the middle into center. Solid contact.
That was a great hit.
Murphy was hit by a pitch his last time up and then nabbed out on the base pads.
Yeah, it wasn't like a painful hit by pitch. It just kind of scraped his uniform.
That one off
dangerous.
first base side, foul territory. Bogdan ranging over. He lost it a bit in the sun.
That would have been a Sports Center top 10 play, and he made that one.
Be honest. Send everybody.
Case right now down 4-0. Trying to make some magic here in the bottom of the fourth. Right center. Beauregard leaps to make that catch. He'll get it back in quickly. A line out to right retires Murphy. 2 down, and Reed Olmschneider steps in.
Stepping to the plate, number 14, Reed Olmschneider.
Olmschneider flew out to right field last time up. It was a fairly hard hit ball, too. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to test that short porch in right field again. Levesque will fire a first pitch strike to Olmschneider.
Flied out to right his last time. It was a good poke, too.
And that's really been the bread and butter for Levesque today. He always finds a way to get those first pitch strikes, which is always helpful. He'll check on Borges. He's back. Olmschneider with a David Ortiz-esque batting stance. We'll watch that one go low.
That's a good way to put it.
Kind of a mix of Ortiz and Gary Sheffield with a little bit of Edgar Renteria mixed in there as well.
Sheffield had that incredible...
There's some elite ball knowledge for you there, Tyler.
Sheffield was the waggle, wasn't it?
He did have a little bit more of a waggle.
I don't know why he did that.
What I'm seeing is the sit back, though.
Yeah, the sit back kind of.
That's another ball.
Renteria is famous in Red Sox lore for ending the curse with the Bambino in 2004. He hit that chopper back to Keith Folk. And all the other World Series wins in this century were all in strikeouts.
So many stories I have about that 04 championship.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite ones was the last one they had, 2018, where they struck out Manny Machado. Oh, it was glorious.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was glorious.
I was watching that. I was a freshman in college. There was like 100 of us in the lobby of our dorm watching it on TV.
Chris Sale strikes out Manny Machado to end the World Series. What a way to go.
That's a strike to Olmschneider, and the count's full.
The collective growth that everyone had last year when Kirk hit that broken bat double play to give the Dodgers their repeat championship. Oh, man.
An entertaining World Series this past year, though, between them and Toronto.
It was an excellent series, just not the outcome that most people wanted for. Baseball is just such full of heartbreak.
Olmschneider still waiting for that 3-2 pitch with Borges at first. There goes Borges. It is inside.
Works the walk.
Borges up to second. Olmschneider reaching.
That's only the first walk that Levesque has issued. That's the first time then the Cardinals have gotten a random scoring position in the game, too.
Now that is not shocking to me, the first walk being for Levesque.
He's been all over the place. He only has 2 strikeouts. That I'm a little surprised by. So the Cardinals have been putting the ball in play. But, I mean, Levesque.
Lucas Bolia stepping in now. 2 runners on in the pitch. Bolia,
ooh, that's
right
dangerous.
field, dropping fast. Beauregard has it go off his glove. In to score is Borges. They will stop Olmschneider at third. It's an RBI double for Lucas Bolia.
Case is in the run column.
So Borges around to score. Olmschneider up to third.
That kind of had like a corkscrew shape to it. That just kept drifting and drifting toward the foul line, and Beauregard just couldn't clasp down on it.
Seemed like it went off the end of his glove. That's why I ruled it as a double, because I don't think you can straight up call that one an error.
That was not an error. That was definitely a double. I agree with you on that. And I'm going to be generous when I give rulings, but more generous when I do my scoring. But that was definitely a double.
So now it is 4-1, and Austin Silva looks to add some more to Case's total. Silva swinging first pitch out to short, a tough hop corralled by Figueroa. He throws, and Bogdan has the scoop. The inning is over, a 6-3 putout, but not before Joseph Case gets one on the board. It is 4-1 Apponequet as we look towards the 5th inning.
Yeah, 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left on. So the Cardinals have picked up 4 hits in the game. They've left 3 men on base. Yeah, I mean, they needed some sort of response after the last inning when Apponequet got 3 runs and almost ran themselves out of the inning. And that's exactly what they did. It's 4-1 as we head to the 5th. Game that's still going by pretty quickly.
Indeed,
just over an hour so far.
Probably not. No. Do you need another one?
Yeah, if you got one, I'll take another.
Schneider will remain on the mound as we look into the 5th. And Reed will face Lundrigan, Bogdan, and Figueroa as the first 3.
3rd time through the order now that the Lakers have seen him.
And that's really the danger area for a lot of pitchers, Tyler, is when they get into that 3rd trip through the order, you really start to see where the kinks in the armor start to show.
I mean, you see it in the majors all the time. It just, once you become more familiar with a guy and his pitching style, and people talk in the dugout, they're telling each other, hey, this is where he likes to go, this is what he likes to do, and that's the game. So it makes it a team effort out there. I gotta throw it down now. Yeah, Lundrigan is 0 for 2. Reached out a fielder's choice and grounded out to short. The cleanup hitter for the currently undefeated Apponequet Lakers. Yeah.
Lundrigan.
4-1 in the 5th.
Lundrigan trying to break out of an early skid here in this game. He's got the bases empty, and as Tyler said, he's the leadoff man. Here we go. Boy, this matchup between him and Reed Schneider. Schneider left at 3rd last half inning. The pitch is ball 1.
Yeah, that was a bit low.
Reed to home. Also a ball. Case trying to settle down in terms of their fielding and pitching and try to let their bats do all the talking. That's a good strike fire there from Schneider.
Only 1 strikeout so far for Reed through 4 innings. That was Figueroa. Started last inning off.
Schneider leaves that one in the dirt. It's 3-1.
1 pitch away from his 4th walk. And as you like to call him, that would be his 5th free pass because he had a hit by pitch last inning too.
Fouling that one straight back is Lundrigan, and the count runs full. 3-2.
3-2.
27 in blue waits on the next offering from 14 in maroon.
A good poke.
Center past. Borges. It ends up near the hump, near the center field wall into second base.
Good shoot to get that in.
Screaming double is Sean Lundrigan.
A heck of an effort from Borges on the dive. Lost his hat in the process too. I think Bulio lost his hat too when he went to go get it.
Battle 14. Same one, thank you. Battle.
Now with a runner in scoring position and a flash, here comes Braden Bogdan.
It's a courtesy runner for the Lakers because Lundrigan's their catcher. I don't know who number 3 is.
I don't have access to a full roster either, so your guess is as good as mine. I say it all the time, that's one of the toughest things about doing high school sports broadcasting is sometimes it's hard to get the information you need. But nonetheless, we continue to push through.
Yeah, it's Braden Bogdan. 1 for 2 with a single and a pop out.
That one popped left field side.
And I think he popped that in. I think that was a single. I couldn't see. Yeah, he's staying there as a single. It just, and then that runner did not advance because he had to make sure that it was going to be caught. But that'll go in as a single for Bogdan.
Back-to-back hits for the Lakers, and here comes Bryce Figueroa.
Where we're sitting on the third base, we literally could not see over in that corner, but...
Step off, step off. Hey, Bryce! Man on second, but one!
Hey, look at me one. You guys are
No.
Well, the sun's out now. It actually feels pretty pleasant.
The one thing I wish I did was wear my sunglasses. Might have to go grab them in between innings here.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll hold down the fort if you want to go do that.
That one getting past Murphy again. To the backstop, both runners move up. Mundrigan to third. Bogdan to second.
Hey, one, you go back, come on now. What you looking for? Hey, Bryce!
The situation only becoming tougher for Reed Olmschneider as it continues.
Come on, Case.
That was lucky from that was blocked in front of the plate.
Indeed, it was.
That went by Murphy. That was a run. So we got it enough just to kind of shoot it back to Olmschneider. But Figueroa, he's 0 for 1, walk and a strikeout. This Apponequet offense is coming to life. They got 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. That's the danger zone, and now we're way behind in the count.
Great count to him, but you gotta know what you're looking for, right?
Not the ideal situation for Reed Olmschneider. If he's not careful, he's going to walk the bases loaded, or worse. 14 shakes off a few. Now he has his pitch. He fires. And that's a 4-pitch walk.
That is the danger zone. Bases loaded with no outs. That's the 4th walk. I think they're going to do a pitching change. I'm guessing Dave Olmschneider is going to have at least a conversation with Reed.
And now Olmschneider, the head coach, will talk to Olmschneider, the pitcher. Let's see if they stick with him or if they're going to make a quick change.
I don't think he's going to.
There is some action in the Joseph Case bullpen. Right now, Bryce Harris warming up.
Harris is in as the hitter right now, the DH.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah, they're going to stick with him.
Hey, Bryce!
You ready?
Bryce, nobody out! Hey,
So Olmschneider will stick with the kid.
come on, TJ, stay hot, buddy!
Go in the middle!
Locked in at second and a pinch runner at third.
He's going to let him face one more, but yeah, he major ice. Bases loaded with no outs, and Norton's 2 for 2.
Let's see if he can go 3 for 3. The pitch to Trevor. High and inside, ball 1.
And he scored 2 runs. Norton.
Excellent afternoon thus far for Trevor Norton, looking to continue that storyline. Apponequet up 4-1, looking to build, and Norton sends that one straight back to the backstop.
Left side ready, left side ready.
Yeah, this would be a escape act. If the Case can work their way out of this one, and the bases loaded with no outs. Oh boy.
Norton, center field. Borges is under it. He's going to send it in. The throw is cut off, and scoring.
Sack fly.
The 5th Apponequet run is that pinch runner number 3.
Nice job, buddy. Way to get him in.
That's all you need sometimes. You pick up the RBA, get the sack fly. Doesn't even count as an at-bat. Just counts.
Hey, hard the ground.
And it's 5-1 in the 5th.
Right. Force is sliding. Hey, what do you say now, Lucas? Come on, buddy.
Bogdan still at second, and Figueroa still at first. And now Lucas Beauregard, who's had his fair share of action out in right field today as a fielder, and that one causing some action for Devin Murphy. He had to sprawl out just to keep that one in front of him.
Ribbon, 5-0.
Go, 50. Come here, 1-4.
Olmschneider trying to stop the bleeding right here. The pitch. Beauregard. High popper left side. Everyone over, and it's in and out of the glove of Weisberg. They'll try to get the out at third,
they
and
got
they do.
it. That was on the fringes of being an infield fly. So was that a 6-5 put out? Who threw it?
roughly 6-5.
Yeah, we'll call it. Nobody's keeping track. I mean, it all worked out. So Beauregard, that actually
counts as a fielder's choice.
That's a fielder's choice in the book. That's a very wonky fielder's choice. And that's the second out of the inning.
And a needed second out.
That was on the edge of being an infield fly, but I guess it did go into the outfield.
Yes, just barely at the edge of the outfield grass. That one up high.
If that was on the infield, it would have been an infield fly rule automatic out. And this is Petey Kaniskas. Is that what it says, Kaniskas?
I think we were going with Kanakis.
Kanakis,
however, has reached base both times. Once via hit by pitch, the other the RBI double that got the onslaught started.
Yeah, and he scored on that wonky sequence of events in the fourth inning, too.
Schneider.
Oh, no.
A low throw. Blooped into right field. What a catch. My goodness. Lucas Puglia put that one on the Sports Center top 10. And we'll head to the bottom frame.
Boy, they escaped that bases loaded with no outs and they gave up one run. That's not bad. That could have been much worse. One run on 2 hits. And they stranded 2. The Lakers have actually stranded 7 men in this game.
Nonetheless, a 5-1 Laker lead.
5 runs for the Lakers on 8 hits, and they left 7 on. It could be far worse than it is right now.
Lakers looking like they may be well on their way to securing win number 10 on the year and preserving their undefeated record, but I'm sure the Joseph Case Cardinals will have something to say about that over the next 2 innings.
They still got 3. It's only the bottom of the 5th, so the Case has 3 more at-bats here unless they end up taking the lead. But it's 5-1. And Levesque this is a good pitcher that the Lakers have out there. I mean, he's got some stuff, at least in terms of that fastball. The Cardinals have 4 hits, stranded 3 runners. It's 8-9-1.
Returning to the mound is Ryan Levesque. He's not done yet. The question is Schneider going to be pulled when we look towards top 6? Joseph Case will send out 8, 9, and 1.
Yep, Harris, Sale, Sellers. Harris struck out. He was warming up, I believe, to come in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pitching change for the Case on the defensive side of things as we open the 6th.
Hey, Bryce, start up, kick one
But for now, Harris hits.
Come on, Bryce. Hey, Bryce.
Bryce Harris struck out in his only other plate appearance.
Yep.
He'll look to right some wrongs here, but with the way Levesque has been dealing, who knows? The pitch. A big hack at that first offering. Swing and a miss.
Major gas out there from Levesque.
Levesque's velocity doesn't seem to be dipping at all. He fires again. Back-to-back swings and misses, and it's 0-2. If I'm Levesque, I'm going to keep firing the fastballs in. Case has had a hard time making contact
they're
with him.
just keep throwing it until they hit it. That's a good way to look at it.
Pitch to Levesque.
That's up.
Levesque leaves it up high. So Harris will get at least one more crack at it. Levesque again and give him strikeout number 3.
Next up, number 3, Gavin Sale.
Sale reached out a fielder's choice in the 3rd.
Hey, Gav, come on, kid.
Gavin Sale, the last of the Case order. We'll take ball 1.
Go, Gavin. A3. Hey, now.
Levesque trying to catch the outside corner. He couldn't. 2-0.
Attaboy, Gav. Here we go, Jeep.
Levesque again, and
Ooh, that's a
that
tough
one
play.
shot out to short.
That is a
Figueroa,
tough-
long throw, safe.
Oh, that was hit it right in the perfect spot. That was a heck of a play for Figueroa to throw it, but I think he got in there by a step. That's obviously an infield single.
Hey, 9, let's find it here, 9.
Sale perfectly placing it in the hole at short. He's on with one down, and we're back to Aaron Sellers at the top of the Cardinal order.
Yeah, Sellers 0 for 2 with 2 ground out so far.
Bench on the pitcher.
Levesque to home.
Oh, off his
Hitting
helmet.
on the head. Aaron Sellers
Way to wear it.
up to second. Sale goes. Sellers is on.
That's why you wear a helmet. I mean, that was an off-speed pitch.
Second time Levesque has hit a batter in this one.
Still doesn't feel good. Weisberg is 1 for 2. He singled, was caught stealing in the first. He flew out to start the 4th inning.
Hey, 1-5.
Case with that. Another good scoring opportunity. They only have 1 run so far in the 5th.
Cardinals facing a lot of adversity right now. Backs against the wall with only a few innings to be played. Weisberg waits on another and takes a strike. This game moving by in a flash, mostly because of the stellar pitching from Ryan Levesque. Once more he deals, and it's up high.
A little wild here. He only got one walk, 2 hit by pitches.
Stay wise.
Only both of the hit by pitches were on the first pitch of the at-bat, too.
Shows you the willingness of Levesque to attack the corners early in the count. That one's in the dirt.
The wind is really
3-1.
kicking up here. The nemesis of Swansea Community Network for years is the wind.
Runners at first and second. The pitch to Weisberg. Swing and a miss.
We go 1-5.
Count is full. 1 down and 2 runners on. Jacob Weisberg trying to help Joseph Case get back in this one. Down 5-1 in bottom 5. Weisberg.
That's it.
Right field base hit. Here comes Sale. Beauregard's throw is not in time. It's an RBI single for Jacob Weisberg, and it's 5-2.
Stepping to the plate, number 2.
Sellers up to second base after Sale came around to score. 5-2. Apponequet. Quick conversation between Lundrigan and Levesque.
I mean, it's the single off the end of the bat, but
Hey, 2.
that works. Their 5th hit of the game.
You're all right.
6th hit of the game, excuse me. Sale had a hit as well.
Aiden Borges looking to make some magic here. He foul tips that one off the catcher.
Yeah, 6
It'll
hits.
be on 1.
Go 2.
Aiden Borges, 1 for 2. He struck out in the 1st and signaled and scored in the 4th. He's looking pretty good in this inning. 2 men on and only 1 away. And a run home already.
Pitch to Borges. Strike. And an assertive one at that from Ryan Levesque. Levesque fires once more. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning for Levesque. Give him 4 overall. And with 2 down, Devin Murphy steps in, still with those 2 runners on base in Sellers and Weisberg. Case slowly chipping into Apponequet's lead. It is now 5-2 in favor of the Lakers. Calling time is Murphy.
Murphy's 0 for 1. He hit by a pitch in the 2nd and flew out. 4 Ks for Levesque. I forgot to add that. There we go.
That one drilled. Left center. Under it. Making the catch right at the wall.
Oh,
Is Garrett Butler, a home run robbery.
Oh, that just kept drifting and drifting. I thought that was just a routine pop-up at first. And Ay, ay, ay.
A fly out to 8 retires Murphy, who nearly had himself a 3-run shot, but we will go to the top of the 6th here in Swansea, 5-2.
We almost broadcast a home run, but Murphy right over the wall. Just right. His glove was out of the field of play when he caught that. 2
highlight reel plays in this one. And both of them coming from the center fielders.
Well, they still got
outfielders,
they got 1 run home in the inning at least. That should have been 1 run was good. It could have been 3 more. It could have been 4. I don't think we've ever broadcast a home run at Swansea Community Network, at least on the baseball field. I don't think we have. I'm thinking now. We've done softball home runs. But I don't think we've actually seen a home run from either team, and that was so. I didn't think that was gonna. That was a lot further out than I thought it was.
And we'll get an answer to one of our questions we were asking before. That is going to be the evening for Reed Olmschneider. Bryce Harris is going to slide in onto the mound.
That's what I thought.
In relief for the Cardinals.
Olmschneider ended up giving up 5 runs, but some of those on the 4th inning weren't his fault.
Olmschneider's going to slide in at first base as well to replace Lucas Laflamme.
Yeah, I think Laflamme's is out now.
Right now, that seems to be the only defensive substitution. Ball's in, going down.
Case has
top 6 coming.
6 hits so far for the Cardinals. Not a bad showing.
It'll be 1, 2, 3 in the Apponequet order.
Yeah, that's. They lead 5-2.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Bryce Harris, his first pitch in relief. Is a strike.
Harris throws smoke too. Beller's 1 for 3, 2 flyouts to center and singled and scored and has an RBI.
That one a bit high in and out of the glove.
Harris does not waste any time pitching out there. He has got the ball and he is ready to go. Best one for that is Chris Sale. That guy's got the ball and boom on the rubber.
Another offering is just outside.
Talked to my father about this. I wonder how a pitcher like Daisuke Matsuzaka would have done with the pitch clock.
Oh, that would have been an interesting thought experiment indeed.
There's about 60 seconds in between pitches when he used to play that 07 Red Sox World Series team.
Bryce.
Yeah, Harris is, look at this, boom, ready to go out there. No time wasted.
Working fast is Harris. That one popped up over our heads once more and out of play. Count remains where it is between Butler and Harris. Garrett Butler trying to get on base for the 2nd time in this one. Pitch from Harris is
just outside.
Just outside. Full count. Three-two pitch coming.
Out.
Pop up. Foul territory.
I'm going to send the same kid after that one, too. I'm going to send.
Well out of play.
The softball game last week, one of the foul balls actually went into the van, if you want to believe that.
That is something. You rarely see that happen. I hope Adam was okay in the truck.
He was fine. Oh, that's going to work out. That's a strikeout. He's going to
strike out and reaching is Butler.
If you don't care about your average, that's actually a strike. I don't think Butler was really meaning to swing at that, but he made it. So how about that? A strikeout, he reaches base.
That's officially the first strikeout for Bryce Harris. Batter. It's been a tough go at points today for Devin Murphy behind home. Pitch from Harris showing bunt is Antonia. That's foul.
Still in the box. I don't believe you.
Foul. He was still in the. It's right. That was the right call. If he was running down the line that hit him, it was foul. I mean, it would have been out, but that's a foul ball. But that's surprising that Antonio went to drop that down. Ooh!
Check back to first, and Butler with a slide returns.
Antonio comes in. Well, he's got a wild sequence of at-bats in this game.
Pitch from Harris.
He singled and was thrown out and was tagged out by the third baseman in the first. He walked and reached on a wild pitch and then had a RBI error last inning. That ball that took a wild hop off of Gavin Sale's glove at second.
Harris once more. Antonio fouls it off. He's in a 2-strike count now.
Come on, Bryce.
Inning number 6 of 7 here in this matchup between your Joseph Case Cardinals and the Apponequet Lakers. Case trying to make a comeback and bring an end to Apponequet's undefeated season. Gavin Sale has that liner go right to him.
No issues with that one off the end of the bat.
So that's out number 1. And Ryan Levesque will rejoin us. His 4th at-bat in this one. He's walked, flown out, and grounded out.
He hasn't really been able to help himself out too much in terms of driving in runs or scoring runs himself, but still pitching quite efficiently.
Harris will check back at first again. He's been playing that game with Garrett Butler this entire half inning since Butler got on.
Aaron, you. Dale, you.
Harris slows it down and fires. That one chopped. The tag, the throw,
nice double play.
What a job by Gavin Sale. It is a 4-3 double play. Bottom of the 6th inning on the way.
It's the first time the Lakers haven't had too many hits in an inning. Well, second time, actually. Or left anybody on. It was 0-0-0 there.
So a 1-2-3 inning, basically, for Harris. And now we'll see if Levesque remains on the mound for Apponequet. His pitch count has to be climbing and inching towards triple digits at this point.
I haven't been keeping track of pitches in this game. Probably should next time around. But it looks like he's having, I think he's sitting back out there. Yeah, there he is. Hey, 2 runs through 5 innings is pretty good.
And as Coach Snyder just said, it'll be his son Reed, Lucas Bullia, and Austin Silva to get this inning continued. I really do hope Reed is his son, because if I said that wrong, then I'm going to sound really dumb.
Imagine having a coach and a player on the same team and their last name is Schneider and they're unrelated.
That would probably be one of those moments I'd go play my lotto numbers.
Yeah, there was, what the heck was his, there were 2 minor league pitchers once that were Brady, there's a very odd minor league thing where 2 minor league players, Brady something. I don't remember, but they look alike. Brady Feigl. There were 2 minor league players, both named Brady Feigl, and they looked almost identical to each other.
But they weren't related.
They were not related. You can't see this on the broadcast. I'm going to show this to you, JJ. These 2 men are not related. And they're both named Brady Feigl.
They look like twins.
I know. They're not at all related.
Yeah, this world doesn't make sense sometimes. Levesque's first offering to Schneider is in.
Avery and
4-strike 1.
Emma Plant from the lacrosse team are unrelated. Their last name is Plant, but I mean that's a little bit more of a common name than some of the other ones we're seeing. Yeah, it's
pitch. Schneider fouls it off. He's behind 0-2. Reed, a fairly tough go on the bump today, but he can start to flip that script if he can get on base here. Case only down 3-5-2. Schneider, short right field. In comes Beauregard, and he'll make the catch. Pop out to right for Schneider. 1 out, and Lucas Bullia step in.
This is still one of the, they still have 1 more inning, but like I said, Apponequet was averaging more than 7 runs a game. Actually, was it more than 7? Was it more than 8 runs a game? I think it was 8 runs a game. 8.4 runs a game or something. So it's actually been not a bad offensive showing from them, but still not what they usually match the offensive output. Julio's 1 for 2 with a pop out and a double and an RBI.
And Boulia, fresh off that ESPN-worthy catch in right field.
Got a couple of those in this game. He had one, and then Garrett Butler just pulled in that Devin Murphy would have been a home run last inning, too.
That one chopped to short. Figueroa on 3 hops across. 4 out, number 2, 6-3 put out. Austin Silva steps in with 2 down.
Next up, number 5, Austin Silva.
Silva in this one, single and a ground out. 1 for 2. Hoping to make it 2 for 3 here.
Wasn't sure if we were going to see Silva on the bump in this one today. As I said, he pitched last game, but usually high school pitching staff has a minimum 3 starting pitchers, maybe 4 if they're good enough. I never made it above the JV level in high school, so I don't really know.
That one chopped.
Foul, though.
In foul territory. Evens up the count. Silva taking a bit more time here to get set. He has a bases empty situation with 2 down on his hands. Pitch from Levesque. Right back at him, and the nice snag on the mound by 6. He'll underhand scoop it to Bogdan. A 1-3 putout retires Austin Silva. We will head to the 7th and final inning here in Swansea. 5-2 in favor of the undefeated Apponequet Lakers here on Swansea Community Network.
Yeah, I mean, they put it in play, but just Apponequet was there defensively. Other than those base running gaffes in the 4th inning, this has been a pretty solid overall game played for both teams.
Indeed, and especially given the fact that the expectations have been pretty much exceeded for Joseph Case this season. The fact that they are in this game at this late point against an undefeated team, a lot of positives if you're the head coach in Olm Schneider.
Case is still coming in 7-3. They're looking at being a tournament team this year. Apponequet will absolutely they'll probably be one of the top seeds in the state for D3. Case baseball, I believe, still plays D4. Softball just moved up to Division 3 this year. But it's looking like a good season on the outlook for the Cardinals. Again, halfway done, they're 7-3. 4-5-6 due up for Apponequet.
Remaining on the bump to face those 4, 5, and 6 hitters is Bryce Harris. He had a solid 1-2-3 inning in his first relief stint of this one. Now he'll look to continue that positive trend and give Case a chance, as bleak as it may be, to try and make a comeback in bottom 7.
Yeah, I mean, you never know in baseball, honestly. 5-2 is not insurmountable if they keep it that way, but that'll be tough with 4-5-6 to do up. But Bryce Harris pitched extremely efficiently.
Harris.
He had a strikeout, a strikeout that the batter reached, and then a line out and a double play.
Back-to-back balls to Sean Lundrigan.
He's 1 for 3. Fielder's choice, ground out, and then a double and scored a run.
Harris to home. Also low. 3 straight balls, and it's a 3-0 count to the leadoff man in this inning, Sean Lundrigan. Harris once more. He'll get that strike across as he begins his battle back.
Come on, Bryce.
Top 7 here in Swansea, 5-2 in favor of Apponequet. And that one way outside, getting past Murphy, and to the backstop, it'll be a walk. I believe that's the first yielded by Harris.
First one.
That is out. Courtesy runner before the catcher. Number 3. Same guy, right? Courtesy catcher, number 3.
Yep, saw courtesy runner out there, number 3. Today you've learned something today.
Indeed I did. Bogdan stepping in. Braden in this one, tough go. One for
trying to estimate
three.
what Bogdan's height is going to be, at least 6'3" at minimum.
Oh, he is.
He's very
Tall indeed.
First base is a great spot for him. You ever play backyard baseball?
I did. On multiple consoles.
Oh,
believe it or
I was
not.
going to pick that. Reminds me of Ernie Steele.
Oh, yes.
Tall, lanky, plays first base. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's a nice callback right there.
There's your reference. They're coming, they're re-releasing the summer 3D.
No.
They are. Look it up.
That is something I cannot wait to spend my adult money on.
They've already released some parts of it. There's a.
And if Pablo Sanchez isn't in it, I'm going to have a problem.
He's the cover athlete.
He has to be.
Oh yeah, you can't have backyard baseball without Pablo Sanchez. Look.
Good one. Job, right?
Backyard baseball.
Oh, he is 100% the cover athlete. There he is.
Why would you redo the backyard sports franchise and not make Pablo Sanchez the face? He's the greatest athlete.
Oh, definitely.
Greatest fictional athlete that has ever walked this earth.
I don't know about that. What about Matt from Wii Sports Boxing?
I'd take Pablo Sanchez over him.
Bogdan takes one up high there. He's ahead in the count.
He's the GOAT.
Solid lead for the pinch runner.
Play backyard baseball, I'd have like the same rotation of 6 or 7 kids and then switch out the other ones every time you'd play. Oh,
That one a called strike on the inner half. Bogdan not happy with that call, to say the least. And the count runs full.
You had a foot out of the box.
He was halfway down toward first already.
Yeah, don't ever do that unless it's obvious, because the umpire can easily be swayed the other way. That's definitely a ball, though.
That one up high.
Back-to-back walks.
Indeed. For Bryce Harris. Up to second base goes the pinch runner. And here comes Bryce Figueroa. 2 walks and a strikeout for him.
Yeah, but Apponequet can easily add to their total with 2 men on and nobody out.
They could really put the game to bed here if they can tack on a couple more.
They really could. And 5-2 is not insurmountable going into the last inning, but 8-2 is a little worse.
Pitch from Harris. Figueroa chops that one foul in front of home.
It's a very well umpired game.
Come on.
Those are usually the best games. When you don't notice the umpires are there,
Yeah,
that's the best type of game.
Been a solid overall umpired game. I'm sure they don't get told that enough, but
I think you can say that about any sport. When you don't notice the officials are there, that's the best type of game.
yeah, it's been I think it's just been fair, even, no ABS system in high school baseball.
I'm sure they wish they could have it sometimes. That one, once again, sailing just past us and out of play. Figueroa's now at a 2-strike count. 2 runners on in Bogdan and a pinch runner for Lundgren. Bryce Harris to home. That's up high. Good eye there from Figueroa. That was another one that was borderline.
Range read.
Reed. The check. And foul ball.
That's far. Think close, right? Towards pitch, right? It went down the road. Like all the way down the road.
Figueroa will keep the count where it is. Looking to be the 3rd straight base runner here in top 7 for the Lakers. Bryce Harris fires.
I got him
Left
off
field.
speed, too.
Caught. And a nice catch out there by Sellers. Runners will stay where they are. A line out to left retires Bryce Figueroa. Trevor Norton next up.
Yeah, Norton 2 for 2 with a sack, fly, RBI last time. And he's got his 2 singles. He ended up scoring both times he was up.
An excellent offensive display today from Norton, showing why he's usually slid into that DH role. Certainly very good with the bat. The pitch from Bryce.
Ooh, good
Off speeder in for a strike. Looked like a slider there.
Hey, we pitching.
Still those 2 runners on as Bryce Harris continues to try and work his way out of the situation he created early in this half inning. He fires. Low. Lucas Beauregard waits on deck. Pitch to Norton is in for a strike.
Another off-speed pitch.
Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harris fires home. Norton, third base side, that's foul. Keep the count where it is. One of the last days of April here in the south coast of Massachusetts, and the weather's starting to feel a lot more like that time of year here in New England. Reed Harris once more, and that one is foul tipped. Make that a strikeout for Bryce Harris.
This is second. Well, that's the key to get Trevor Norton out. First time he didn't have either a productive out or a single. Now Beauregard's 0 for 3.
That means he's due for one.
Fly out, ground out, and a fielder's choice.
Beauregard does look like someone who could make solid contact, so I wouldn't be shocked if he's able to drill one into the outfield here. Harris checks on the runner at second. His offering is a strike. Count even at 1-1. Bogdan and a pinch runner on base still. Bryce gets another strike in to Beauregard, and it's 1-2. All Harris needs is one more, and he'll give his bats a chance.
Yeah, I mean, after 2 leadoff walks, Apponequet 2 outs in a row.
Harris leaves it low.
That was definitely low.
Now 2-2. Beauregard being patient as he has been in a majority of his at-bats today. Harris watches Beauregard drill it into center.
Borges is there.
Borges barely had to move. He's got it. Half inning over. We head to the bottom of the 7th.
Lakers have left 9 men on in this game. 5 runs and 8 hits with 9 left on.
I'm sure for the Laker coaching staff, that's going to be a focal point of their discussions in practice over the next few days. You cannot squander that many opportunities.
If you think about it, I mean, Apponequet ended up with 2 runs home on that really bizarre base running sequence back in the 4th. If you take that out, it's only a 1-run game. I mean, that obviously a lot more in the game would have changed since then, too. But Cardinals with their last opportunity, and Levesque, we weren't sure if he was going to come out, but it looks like he's going to try to do his complete game. Be 8-9. That's a pinch hitter, right? We have a pinch hitter. Jet Vadabunker. Hitting for Bryce Harris. Jet Vadabunker. Pinch hitting in the 7th.
That is the case indeed. Jet Vadabunker.
The freshman. He started at 3rd the other game I did.
Stepping in, he will Pinch hit for Bryce Harris. Harris had struck out in his other 2 at-bats in this one, so maybe that's the move
They might be looking
for head coach
Schneider. Vadebunker's a lefty hitter, too. Looking for a matchup advantage.
Well, I'd beg to assume that the lefty hitters have probably had a little bit more success against Levesque this season. But now he looks to slam the door shut, only needs 3 outs to do it. The Apponequet infield coming together for a quick rah-rah, and here we go.
Here we go, Jack.
Will the Lakers go to 10-0, or can the Cardinals mount a comeback and hand an upset to Apponequet and their first loss?
That would be quite the comeback if they managed to pull this off in the 7th.
It would probably be one of the better broadcasts we've ever had.
Yeah, that would be something. One can hope.
Levesque slows it down. His first pitch to Jet. He's in the dirt.
Let's go. Jet.
Let's go. Come on, Jet. Let's go.
Head forward.
Let's go.
Here we go.
That one in for a strike.
Come on, Jet. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, Jet. Let's go, kid.
Hey, Jet.
Come on, Jet.
Come on, Jet.
Vadebunker chops that one to second. Antonia steps in, throws, and got him. That is out. Number 1, a 4-3 putout, retires the pinch hitter in Jet Vadebunker. And now, Gavin Sale will step in. He singled and came around to score his last time up. Hoping to do more of the same here, as the Cardinals are in need of a rally, and a significant one at that. Levesque back to working fast. First pitch drilled into left field. That's a base hit. Make it back-to-back singles for Gavin Sale in his last 2 at-bats. He's on with 1 down.
7th hit of the game for the Cardinals. That's what you need. It's that way you have 1 away in the inning, but you rally going the best you can.
And we were talking about pitchers having to face a lineup multiple times through. This is one of those situations where we might see Ryan Levesque perhaps crack just a bit.
Yeah, there's a 4th look for Sellers. Just 0 for 2, 2 ground outs and hit by pitch.
Pitch to Sellers. First pitch swinging, chopped to third, kept fair by Kanakis. He throws, and Bogdan with the stretch.
That was a good play. That was a real good play. Smart play from Kanakis. Just take the sure out. That run at second means nothing. And they're 1 out away from victory of the Lakers.
Jacob Weisberg will step in. The potential last hope for the Cardinals, down still 5-2 here in bottom 7. Levesque quickly checks on second and goes home. A swing and a miss. Weisberg off balance on that swing. It's 0-1.
Stay off that one. That was a little high.
Come on, Jet. Come on, Jet. Come on.
Yeah, Weisberg's got 2 singles. Another one will score Sale. They won't even probably try that at home.
That would be Weisberg's second RBI if he can do it.
If he can.
Pitch to him. High and called the strike. And the Cardinals are down to their last of that nature. Aiden Borges on deck, hoping he'll get a shot. But it all comes down to Weisberg. Levesque, the 0-2. Same spot, but didn't get the call that time.
You don't want to be called looking in the game either.
A game of inches there for Ryan Levesque.
Can't tell from our angle, but that didn't look like he missed by much.
He'll try again. Pop up, left side, out of play. Just over our broadcast truck.
Yeah, like I said, the softball game at Brown School Field last week, Lila Alvarez's pop-up climbed off the top of a bus and went into the van. That will never happen again. I still cannot believe that happened. That was
1-2. Make it 2-2. Weisberg has battled his way back to an even count. And as Tyler said, all he needs to do is put the ball in the outfield, and it's a 2-run game.
We'll get the tying run to the plate at that point.
Another one is outside. Count full. And if there's ever been such thing as a payoff pitch, this is a dictionary definition of it.
Yep.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second base. Ryan Levesque comes home with the right hand.
Oh, good at bat from Weisberg with the game on the line.
Anyway.
He's fighting.
Keep battling 1-5.
Weisberg lives to see at least one more.
Go, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Come on. Hey, man.
Sale ready to go on contact at second. And he can move quick. Pitch from Levesque. Inside.
There you go. Let's go, 2.
Another walk for Ryan. Runners at first and second for Aiden Borges. He's had 2 strikeouts, but a single as well in between those 2.
It's the tying run in the game.
The heart of the Cardinal order stepping in, and if there's any chance, these would be the guys to do it. Levesque fires. Borges takes strike 1.
Murphy would love another crack at that after having a home run taken from him last time.
Most certainly. That one was pretty much right down Broadway. Levesque not messing around. He fires again. Up high. 1-1.
Oh, so previous at the bench at the Weisberg, that was only his second walk. Levesque been very controlled in the game.
Ryan Levesque checks on second once and twice. Now he fires. That one's low. 2-1, the count between Levesque and Borges. Devin Murphy sitting patiently on deck should he get the chance.
Time call.
Borges calling time there.
Ooh, he's getting tense here.
The Heat getting turned up to 100 here in
5-2.
Swansea.
Yeah, 5-2 with 2 outs in the 7th.
The pitch in the dirt. A great effort by Lundgren to keep it in front of him. Pretty much whacking it down with the glove so it didn't get past him. Borges should be getting the green light here in a favorable count.
Yeah, 3-1.
Aiden sways the black bat over his right shoulder and waits on another from Ryan Levesque. In there for a strike, and we have another full count back-to-back of those scenarios for Ryan Levesque.
Both runners will be in motion here. Full count with 2 outs.
It all comes down to this. Another payoff pitch on the way from Ryan Levesque. Borges.
Up the middle.
Up the middle. Figueroa throws it on to first.
He dropped it.
Past Bogdan.
He didn't catch it.
Bogdan mishandling it. And the bases will be pushed. Scoring is Sale.
Ooh, man.
Up to second.
He just didn't.
And now third is Weisberg. And reaching on what I assume will be an E3 is Aiden Borges. Here comes Devin Murphy. It is now 5-3.
He just didn't squeeze it. I mean, the throw
What seemed like a routine play for Figueroa and Bogdan turns into disaster.
And Murphy suddenly the winning run.
Right center, brother.
Let's go, Devin.
He had
First
that
pitch
home
to
run
Murphy.
taken from him last time.
Ball 1.
Let's go, Devin.
That is correct. He was robbed last time up. Maybe he'll be looking for revenge here, and that would be a walk-off if it was the case. The pitch to Murphy. Off speed in for a strike to even the count.
That's the tying run at first. Pretty unexpectedly. Cardinals are rallying, though.
What a push late in this one by the Cardinals. Pitch to Murphy. Left side. Figueroa's going to have a second chance. He scoops to second, and the game is over. A 5-3 final. Apponequet's going to go to 10-0. Winning pitcher will be Ryan Levesque for them. Joseph Case is going to drop to 7-4. Reed Olmschneider will take the loss. And that's going to do it for us today here on Swansea Community Network. Apponequet remaining undefeated with the 5-3 victory. Tyler, any final thoughts before we sign off today?
I mean, just a great game overall. Case scrappy, stuck in there, but Apponequet showing why they're the best team in the South Coast Conference this year. They advanced to 10-0, but really good game overall.
And now we will officially sign off. For my partner In Tyler Clark and our producer and headman, Mr. Adam Kitchen, I'm JJ Sylvia. Thanking you all so much for joining us here on Swansea Community Network. Good night from here at Joseph Case High School.